That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Okay, that's pretty much it. So
So
that's
what about the 20% they say, but I don't have it. So what we gonna do with that?
well, you do have it. You have it in credit.
Uh-uh.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I can't use the credit card to pay. You see.
you can even if
Like I
you
said, I can't use my credit card to pay $20,000 because I have to get pay $20,000 cash on something. I have to get that $20,000 on my account.
what I'm saying is you can use some cash, you can use some credit, you can use your other credit cards, as well. So you don't you still you wouldn't be stuck. You don't have to use all of it on that 20,000. I mean, not the 20,000 on the net 30, the one you have to pay back 30 days. You only use what you can afford to pay back within 30 days. You don't overuse that. But from my calculations, you said you might have about 10 cash, you have about 6 on another credit card, then you have, I think, about 4 on another one. I can assure you, Mr. Richard, you'll be good to go. And what we can probably do is, do you have a Dun and Bradstreet? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Do you have a DMB?
Oh, DMD? What is it?
DMB, usually the DMB is what helps you get more credit. Like most of our clients, if they need help with rehab, what we do is we'll help them get a Home Depot and a Lowe's card, and they normally, they have to pay it back in roughly 60 days. But Home Depot will work with them, a little bit as well too. Sometimes 90 days, and they only, if you catch it within the right cycle of payment, then even if you spent 10 grand and you catch it in the right cycle, you'll only need to pay 2,000 if that was the main purchase that you purchased initially. I'll show you how all of that works, but basically our goal is to make sure that you get the funding that you need in order to do the project. So we have multiple different ways that we can help you come up with that 20,000. Longest everything is fine how you say it is, you make 12 to 13,000 a month, and your credit score is at 719. I can assure you that we can help you come up with that 20,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it right there, sir. Now I do know that because you said you and your wife is on is on the documents. So let me see. Is the property? How much is the property? How much is the property? How much is the property? How much? Business. Let the property in your name and answer. Okay. Most do not because payments do not start. Okay. Also, if married, the wife must sign the quick claim deed when transferring to the LLC. Whether her name is on the property or not. And that's not necessarily 100% the case, but we have to tell our trainees just the most direct way. It's a big chance, especially, did you get married in Florida?
But the thing is, she don't wanna be on that company, under the company.
Yeah, she won't be on the company. She won't be on the company, but
No,
yeah, she won't be on the company. But what I'm asking you, did you all get married in Florida?
no.
No, okay. In the U.S. at all?
Because I've I've been only 11 years in Florida.
Okay. Well, yeah, this looks good here. Yeah, this looks good here. And you say your wife's name is on the property, right? Okay, her name is on the property. Okay. And okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing is, the question I want to ask, the $20,000 that's to put down is for the amount the guys put up for $357,000 or for what?
Each $20,000 is gonna be, you're not gonna have to put it down. You're gonna have to spend it towards the project. So you don't have to give no one $20,000. You're gonna have to spend it towards doing the new bill, basically. So you.
Because that's our anniversary, that's exactly the information I got. And then they said, okay, because the first thing they asked me how much money that I need to borrow. And then on the money I need to borrow, they say I need to have 20,000, that's gonna be 10%. Like 350,000. 357, they asked me I'm gonna have when 20, let's say 10% of 50,000, that's what they say, I'm gonna put 10% down on it. So it was come up for I think 20 or 25 or something.
If you taking 300 and if you borrowing 350,000 and they want you to bring 10% to the table, that's gonna be 35,000. But I wouldn't base it on what they said because I'm not sure how they're doing their numbers. If you just work with us, I can assure you that we can get you funded.
That's exactly what they were saying. And then for 350,000, that I'm gonna have to 35,000 down, like 35,700 down. And then for the money, because I'm doing package, that's why I was trying to do exactly the amount that I need for the two buildings and one building.
I know it's gonna cost. You can do two buildings, but it's gonna cost so much more out of pocket. Just being honest. And you're gonna need to be able to be working on both projects at the same time. And I don't know how many new builds you have built. Not saying that it can't happen, but just doing one new build at a time it's going to be a little job. So you
that's what the guys were telling me.
Yeah. So you kind of want to. Once we get it in, once we get a rhythm going, and and get some loyal guys working, then I would say then maybe we can go that route. But if it was me, my suggestion, do the easiest way to get in so you can get in and get out. And you can still get more funding once you see things going good. But as of right now, just to go ahead and get it started while you have a general contractor that you trust and you're working with on hand. Because what if he get busy, and so busy the way he can't do the project? Not saying I'm sure it's other people out here, but I personally like Rio's work. I think he does a great job. He's going to work with you. Stick with Rio because not every GC is going to even allow for you to utilize their company and their experience as leverage, but he's willing to do that for you. I know many people, dozens of people, probably 24 people who wants to do a new build, but they don't have a general contractor that is willing to use their experience. Because technically, he's going to be liable for the loan as well, too. Because he's saying that, look, my experience is going to make sure that this project gets done. So while he's ready, you're ready, the market is ready. This is perfect time. Everything is aligned up for you to go ahead and get in. The longer you wait, it's going to be harder and harder to get a loan because the federal government is increasing the interest rates. Every other month, they're increasing the interest rates. the real estate market is slowly decreasing in value. So wait. If you wait, you have so many different things that can go against you.
Understand. But that is something I really need to sit down with my wife to think about. Because number one, I really want to do it. Number two, I don't want to be stuck in the way do with the credit card and then everything is come up. And then the more you spend on the credit card, the higher they put the entrance fees every month. That's pay. Number two, I don't want to get in credit, and put my head is have no air on it, you know. So that means before we do everything, we need to think about it, because when you stuck, you stuck. You see what I mean? So what I think is best for me to do now, and then put the property under the company, and then think about the money.
Okay. And if you have 10, I would, by you working with the GC, and it's not a person, it's not a person that you don't know. Don't worry about that part of it. I can assure you that start with the cash first that you have. Only pull out the credit if it's gonna end up being utilized. But it's a chance that we might not even need to even utilize, a lot of the credit, and whatever you did end up utilizing, it could potentially be offset with the general contractor agreeing to postpone some things on his end, until the actual funding comes. And then when the funding comes, and then you can kind of disperse and spread the money around, as you need. So they normally do about 4 draws. So if you do 4 draws, think about it. You do 4 draws divided by 4. Each draw would be around about 45,000. Once you get to that 45,000, I can assure you the general contractor will probably be able to do between a third, I would say at least a third of the work. So you have one draw that would give you some wiggle room to kind of take care of some things that you might need to kind of move around a little bit. We're the experts at this. The general contractor has done at least, I don't know, maybe 2 to 4 dozen new builds. It's no sweat. I'm gonna send you over the email. We start with transferring the LLC. Transferring the title, doing the LLC stuff, and then, as you said, you speak with your wife, and we slowly, take progress. But you definitely don't want to hesitate on anything right now. So yeah, that's pretty much it, Mr. Richard. I don't really have nothing else that we need to discuss about. If you have any questions, you can always call me. If I don't pick up, please text. Sometimes I'm in and out of a lot of conference calls. You will receive that email within 24 hours, and we can start working on that process. And that's pretty much it, Mr. Richard.
Yeah. So like I can say, for now, I got only thing I can work on it. If it's not a problem, that like you say, you got people can transfer that the land to the company. That we can work that. Like it was the first two anyway, the first thing to do. So that no matter what, loan or not, we have to put it. That should be best, like you said. So if we can get that, I can forward with that for this woman. What do you think about it?
Yeah, let's start it. We can start with baby steps and do, and take a step at a time. That's fine.
Yeah, because by the time that everything is clear for the company on that